when I think about this, wouldn't it be cool to sort of have sort of best practices? Like, this
Yeah.
is what great onboarding looks like. This is, you know what I mean? And almost have, because you have this already have this incredible low code, no code, or
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, quiet code in a box, if you
And
will.
I'm so happy you mentioned that, Jeff, because that's
Yeah.
exactly what we're doing. So
Okay.
basically, you can go into the product, and we can set you up with the things that you're looking to have from
Mm,
out of the box best practice journeys from the beginning, right?
okay.
So you're someone that just wants to have all the generic ones in your account, or you want to have a couple of them. Then you can just click it, and you're going to have a pretty solid offboarding setup here from the get-go. And you can then just change it, move it around. I don't want it to do this. I want it to do that. And then you can just kind of move it between the places and edit it to your own needs. That's
Got
one of
it.
the things. The other thing that's there, and I'm going to show you two examples. And with so there are templates that you can look at, and it's all here on our website, like just on 50skills.com/templates. There's a bunch of them there already, and we're making it even easier to add these. So if you want to look at something like a new hire buddy program, there's a video how it's built, a template that explains the whole thing, and something that can get added to your own account in just a brief moment of time. So, and this explains it as well, like step by step, how you actually build this thing out, how it's done, how you build the forms, how you do everything. But even though that's there, this is sort of one of the magics that we're out there. So we've built a GPT trained on our existing data, and
Mm.
you can basically tell it and ask it to build any type of journey you want. So can you mention an example, Jeff? Something that might be
Yeah.
built.
Let's see. How about an example? How about kicking off a performance assessment process?
Performance assessment process. And even with
Yeah.
a typo here, it's going to get that one. For new hires in a certain type of industry, let's just say in a small company in the UK, less than 300 people, something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
And it
sure.
doesn't have to be detailed, it can be simple. But what it's going to do here is that it's been trained to build out the journey with the same actions that you have in the product. So you can see here, it's already kind of typing out, start with what they call the action input form, collect initial data. So you can just click the action here. Oh, it's an input form. Interesting. So I'm going to start by building out a form here. I'm just going to call it the same name here, collect initial data. And I'm going to start building out that first form step by step where they collect the info that's needed, which could be the name of the person here. What is it? Name, position, etc. So you're
Okay.
literally just starting to build that first action out. The next action here then is send an email. And it's going to kind of, so it's basically walking you through how something like this could look like. So
All
collect the
right.
data, send an email to notify people, wait for a specific date. Then when it's first month review, collect this stuff, send an email, and you kind of get the gist of it, right? So,
Yeah.
so one of the things you can do is really use this as a sidekick to build out the journey opened here on the left side, and just keep the AI open as an amplifier to help
Right.
you with different things.
Well, and this is the essence of what generative AI is so magical with, right? Because look, we're a couple of smart people, and you and I have a lot of experience in this space, without question. Having said that, man, this stuff gets tiresome. When you literally have to over and over and over again invent stuff from scratch,
Yeah.
and and you just your brain is in 15 different places, and you're sort of like, I know there's a better way to do this. I remember reading an article just a couple of days ago. What the hell was that? Where was that? And
Yeah.
and this notion of having a trained kind of companion, if you will, and you clearly have trained this to
Yeah.
understand that the context is always ever in the journey building, right, of a particular thing. Because clearly, I mean, just based on that simple prompt that you dropped in there, that wasn't enough to kind of create stuff this explicit and this useful in the context of building out workflows. So
Yeah.
there's some magic obviously instilled in there, but it's brilliant, right? To your point, this is this is the Sherpa, the mental Sherpa that I need, kind of climbing the mountain of, oh God, I got to get this done. Um, and suddenly you're going along at speed, and
Yeah.
AI is carrying a lot of the weight. This is cool.